Hello, you speakers. I'm Katsa.
I'm George.
I'm Javier.
We all know that the business world has carved its own language, right, guys?
Yeah, yes, absolutely, Katza. And a vast majority of people take up English specifically for work and or business. One of the most crucial aspects of English for students is learning English are phrasal verbs, phrasal prepositions, and phrasal nouns geared towards business. Since American English, as in other languages, the phrasal verbs used for work or business refer to sports and farm life analogies.
And
Oh,
if
that's
you
interesting.
thought you had a level of English to hold your own in business setting, how we got something for you.
Oh, yes. So stay tuned. Today, you're learning idiomatic expressions in business English. Welcome to another episode of the You Speak English podcast. Thank you for hitting that play button and subscribing to our podcast channel. Remember, you can download the script for this podcast. The link is in the description box.
Most common mistakes advanced learners always make.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, example, not using the gerund phrase form after the expression looking forward to. You guys have heard of looking forward to, right? It's a very common expression also in business. But sometimes I hear people say, we always look forward to relax on the weekend.
Yes,
No, you have to
quite
say, we
common.
will look forward to relaxing.
To
Yeah,
relaxing.
sometimes,
Yes,
because it says to, you might think, okay, the next verb has to be in base form, right?
in base
To
form.
relax. No, not with this expression. Is we look forward to meeting you. We look forward. George is looking forward to flying for 12 hours straight.
Yeah. So would you look at it as a collocation, like look forward to is
Yes,
separate from
it is.
everything else?
It's actually one of the words that fall into that you got to use it with that gerund. We
Okay,
should talk
cool.
about it. Maybe one of these episodes. There are certain words that only you can only use infinitives too,
Yeah, 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 for
Or both.
sure.
or
Or
both.
both. Oh, that
Yeah.
those I love.
Well, if you know that for both, it doesn't matter how you use it. That's what I was
But it
making.
does.
It does,
Well,
but stop.
but either if you can use it either way, it doesn't matter like which way is it. I think what you should memorize is which one goes with ing and which one goes with to.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Good. Hey
Well,
guys, I have one for you. The word
yeah.
until, and this is
Mhm.
commonly mistaken because it's translated from Spanish into onto English. For example, there's a difference between the following two sentences. Listen to them. We will work on this project until Monday. That's sentence one.
Mhm.
Sentence two, we won't work on this project until Monday. All right. So this is what students really mean to say most of the time. So
Mhm.
because in Spanish, oh, no vamos a trabajar vamos a trabajar hasta el lunes.
Mhm.
Okay, so what students are trying to say, if they translate it into affirmative in English, we will work until Monday. The difference is in the first sentence, we will work on this project until Monday. That means I'm going to start working today, tomorrow, next day, and all the way until Monday. I'm going to work all these next 4 days until Monday. All right. I'm going to
We
stop
will.
on Monday.
Uh-huh.
But if
Okay.
I say it in negative form, we won't work on this project until Monday. That means I'm not going to work today, tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. And I will start to work on this project on Monday. So this
Right.
is a very common mistake students, make because they translate it into affirmative, and the
Mhm.
meaning is different, really different.
The power of a negative statement.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
All right. I got
Interesting,
another one. It
interesting.
is so interesting. Yes, I hadn't ever thought about it actually until now.
Mhm.
Okay, I have another one, guys, for you. So, saying I accept your invitation for an event. Okay, that's the mistake. This mistake comes from a direct translation from Spanish as well, and it's not a very good one, actually. The correct way to say I accept an invitation to replace the word for, we're going to replace it with the word to. Okay. So the proper way to say these kind of things is I accept your invitation to the party, to the concert, to the meeting, to the theater, to dinner, etc. So we don't accept invitations for. We
Okay.
accept invitations to events.
Yeah, just don't accept invitations altogether. Just
Oh, come on.
Stay
Don't be
home.
bitter.
Party pooper.
Okay, going back to one of my favorite sections that we had. We skipped it maybe one time, but we're going back because of popular demand, which is me, basically, right? Okay.
Oh, you're so popular, man. I envy you.
Cosas en español que no tenemos en inglés. What do you think, Katza?
Yes, I have one. Continúa con nosotros. So, an English equivalent for this expression, continúa con nosotros, would be he or she is still with us, right? But notice how we don't use the verb continúa. We don't use continue like we would in Spanish. So we have to say with he is still with us. No
He
continúa
continues
con
with us.
nosotros.
He continues what?
He continues what? Exactly. If
Continues
we say
doing what?
continues, if we use continue, we would have to say with what?
He
Right?
continues working with us, or I don't know, something else.
Exactly.
No, something else.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So,
I have a series of ones that I'm going to be bringing along here where, in one language, you can just say one word, but in the other language, it requires 2 to 3 different words, I'll give you a sneak peek, in Spanish, we say calabaza, and in English, we have pumpkin, and we have squash, and we have zucchini. So, that's a sneak. I'm just going to use that one. We don't have that many variations, in one language to another language. So
right.
You got to know the right one to use.
Right. And so in your case, an example would be ball and
okay.
pelota.
So okay, you're right. I was gonna save it for next week because I already used my other one. But I get this.
This one's really good.
You like it? You like it? Okay, fine. I'll do it. No, the thing is that sometimes students will ask me like, "How do you say pelota?" I said ball. Y balón, ball. Y bola, ball. Okay, so all 3 different things. Yeah. Because sometimes it works backwards. We might have 3 different words where in Spanish it's just one word. So you gotta look out for that.
All right. Okay. So there's one. I have this one. Andas de mal genio. That's you can't literally translate into English because it's like you walk in a bad genius. You walk in a bad genius is like a direct translation, right? Andas de mal genio, which what you're trying to say is you are in a bad mood today. Okay, andas de mal genio. You're in a bad mood, right?
Well, can you be in a good genio? Does that exist?
No.
I've never heard
in a good mood, yes.
No, but it says mal genio. Wait, so can it be in a good genio?
Andas de buen humor. That's different.
Okay.
Yes, we say.
I wonder why they put the bad
genio.
there. It's like we don't need it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good. Katza, what do you got for us, Katza?
All right. The main topic, guys, idiomatic expressions in English. All right. So recommendation, if you haven't downloaded the script yet, make sure you have a pen and paper or anywhere you usually take notes, your phone, your tablet, whatever, because this is getting interesting.
Okay. Number 1, closing the deal. We use this phrase to say that negotiations are done and that we have agreed on doing business together. Listen to the sample intervention.
Okay, here he goes. Javier, your input has played a major part in us closing the deal with this company. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Okay, another one. Okay. Get ahead. Okay, that's a second one, okay? We would use this phrase when we want to talk about moving forward. Okay, listen to this phrase.
She's always working hard to get ahead in her career. Okay, number 3. Look into. This phrase is used mainly when we want to say we'll do some research and sit down to really take a look at every side of a project and every possibility. Listen to this sentence.
Okay, we're currently looking into the feasibility of the project.
All right.
That sounds cool, right? Wow, that sounded really business-like.
Feasibility?
The feasibility. Yeah. Wow, that's a kicker right there.
If you can introduce this vocabulary into your business meetings, you're gonna impress everyone.
I'm sure if you can say feasibility, you can close the deal.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
What about
another one
number
is
4?
take on. This idiomatic expression is useful when we need to communicate our intentions of accepting or not more responsibility. For example,
Well, I'm not taking on a new project until I'm done with the ones I have right now. Okay, so don't give me more work.
unless the project says take on me. There you go. Okay.
Right.
Notice how George has used the phrase to say that he does not want to do more now because he's already has too much to do.
That's right.
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
number 5.
So, number 5, put together. We'll use this phrase if we need to communicate the gathering of resources for a project, maybe a team or reports or anything that can help the project succeed. Listen to the following example.
We're putting together a team to lead this project. So this is it, guys. Can we sum it up? Like number 1 was closing the deal. Number 2, get ahead. Number 3, look into. Number 4, take on. And number 5, put together. All right.
Yeah,
Good one.
Very
Good
good.
one.
Okay,
Cool.
so this is it, guys. We have to say goodbye. Let's wrap it up.
Yes. Okay. Well, I know there are many loops and hurdles to go through, but if you really mean to be fluent, you must get on the ball.
All right. So to kick off your meetings, use these expressions that you learned today, and you'll never be blamed for dropping the ball.
Right. Very good. Okay, this is it for today. Thank you so much to all of our audience out there. And remember to subscribe to our channel. If you like this podcast, please share it with all your friends. You should also check out our YouTube channel where you can get this podcast version on video. And of course, you're more than welcome to comment on our videos. You should also check out our website where you can get all free articles about English practice and learning. And remember,
Perfect practice
makes perfect.
All right, until next time. Bye-bye.